Good morning, cadets. I welcome you for this computer science session. In the last class, we have discussed about interactive mode of Python IDLE. I told you what is exact in IDLE is integrated development and learning environment. In script mode, let us see what is exactly the script mode is now. And when we use script mode, whenever multiple commands can be saved in a file as a program, and then we can execute the entire program. Rather than giving one by one command in our interactive mode, we give the multiple commands, more than one commands, and save it as a file. If you save it a file, in future use, you can modify it, you can reuse it, etc. But whatever you type in the command line, it will not be stored anywhere. Therefore, in the script mode, the multiple commands, whatever you type, you can give a name and you can store and keep it permanently. As and when you can use it, you can modify it, you can reuse it. We type a Python program in a file and then use the interpreter to execute the content from the file. Hope we already know what you mean by interpreter and a compiler. And Python is more generally known as an interpreter only. In interpreter, a command is interpreted line by line, that is converted from high level language to low level language. If any error is there, then and there only it will indicate. We have to correct the error and it will give the output. This is your interpreter mode. That is your interactive mode also, isn't it? And in compiler means what? It is a translator which converts the entire program into low level language at one go. That what we call it as a compiler. Okay, you should know the difference between interpreter and a compiler. Now come back here. Working in interactive mode is convenient for beginners and for testing small pieces of code, as we can test them immediately then and there only. But for coding more than few lines, means if your number of codes or code lines or your command lines are more, we should always save our code so that we need not to retype it once again. As and when required, you can open it, you can reuse it, you can modify it, etc. Therefore, once if you become familiar with the Python environment, then definitely you will prefer going script mode rather than interactive mode. Now, creating a script or a program, all are same: script, module, or program, file. How to create a script now? In Python ideally click new. It can commands you want to save in a program. For example, print hello world. Save to save the file. Give extension .py to execute it as a Python script. What exactly here? Click file, new, type a command line, save it with the extension .py and execute it. Now pictorially you can see here, when you open a Python shell, it looks like this. When you go under file, various options are there. When you type a new file or a new window, this will be opened here. Whatever command lines you want to type without any prompt. Now you don't find ideally prompt here. Simply you type here, type the 4 lines, save the program using save command. While saving, give .py extension, or by default it will take. You create one folder by your roll number name so that all your programs keep on storing in that. And to run, you can go in a run here. The run module option is available, or else F5 you can press. Then your result equal to 30 will be displayed here. Now that I will execute and show you. Those who are working on Anaconda Navigator by using a spider there, okay, it is having 2 here. This left side what you see is the same thing, that file and new file open, type your program, save it, run, is all procedure is same. The only difference here what you are finding is your editor part, means where you are typing your program to the left side. keep on saving it here, run it. If any error it will show here, run it, error shows here, run it, no error, so your output will be shown here. Understood? This part also I will execute and show you how in Anaconda, that spider, we can execute the program. In both the environment I will execute and show you in Python, CPython as well as in Anaconda. Now just analyze your script and the output. When you type here my first program print hello world, output will be hello world only. Why my first program is not printed? The first line starts from hash, which makes line as a comment. It is called as a non-executable statement, only for the user or a programmer for information, not for interpreter. Comments are ignored while translating from high level language to low level language. Now to print or display output provides print function. The syntax is print, whatever you give inside the bracket with the quotes, it will print it. If you don't give without the print, then the value will be printed. Welcome to Python is printed there. Python rocks is printed there. Python allows both single quotation as well as double quotation to enclose, but in case both opening and closing must be same. One side single quote, another side double quote, not allowed. Single, single, double, double. Example, you can see here your double quote or else your comma is given 2 times here left side, and here it is not matching. It will give an error because both opening and closing quotes are different. That also will type and see how the error it will show when you don't follow the proper syntax. For our simply just we see the print function here. Okay. Now what all things we have to remember now? We will go for the lower version, leave about it. So anyhow we are working about the 3.6 onwards or 3.5 onwards, not talking about 2 point. Second point, Python is a case sensitive. It will treat smaller letter and capital letter as two different entitles, like entities, like small m and capital M will be treated differently in Python. That's what we call it as a case sensitive. We can use up row and down row to select previous command and press enter to recall and execute. That I will show you how exactly in your interactive mode, whatever you have typed, by using the arrows you can keep on getting it rather than retiming. Print statement is required only while working with script mode. Otherwise in interactive mode values can be directly printed without print statement. Now you just see here, just analyze this. What is the output here? Can you guess? This is my first program, sample of basic statements. Print watch out, Johnny Johnny yes papa, no papa. What is the option A says here? This is my first program, sample of basic statements, watch out, Johnny Johnny yes papa and no papa. Is A may be the possible option? Yes? No. Why? In these 3 lines you can see the hash, that is the comments, non-executable statements. Only these 2 print statements are executed. That's why out. B, watch out will also not be the output because your hash is there, it will not be considered. Johnny Johnny yes papa and no papa are the only a possible solution. C, this is my first program, also not because it is a comment. Therefore out of A, B, C, D, your option is C. Now which of the following is not a valid string in Python? Can you tell me now? Yes, this is not, because 2 commas and double quote you are given, 2 comma and double quote you are given, 2 flower brackets you are given. Here opening quotes as well as opening quotes only are given. Here opening quotes and closing quotes. So other than A, B, C, D, E all are invalid strings. Now some of the questions here. Who developed Python? That already you know, displayed. Is Python OOP? Yes. High level interpreted language? Yes. Cross platform, I already explained you. Free and open source, its feature, difference between interactive mode and script mode. Now I'll go back here. I will run some program in our script mode in ideally. This is your shell. As I told you, as you open your shell, a new file. Now an editor is available to you, a simple program. I will give the comment here, program in Python to illustrate example in script mode. Okay, this is the script mode we are seeing. There is a comment, a equal to 10, b equal to 30, c equal to a plus b, print value of some message I will give, value of c, value of some is the value of c I will give here. Okay, these are what. Now what I should do, next step, save it. When I give the save here, your proper path will be, you have to see where you are storing it. For example, I will store in my programs here. I want made one folder. Let me give an example of it. The name of the program I will give it as my first program, first.py. Automatically it will take, either give as py or it will take automatically py. Save it. Once you have saved, your first py has come here, you can see on the screen. Okay, now go to the run. Either you can go run module, you can click here, or straight away F5 you can press. See, value of sum is 10 plus 30 is 40 is displayed. This is what your is the script mode. Now to illustrate, I will go for another program. Here I will give a comment here. I will type something here. I will give another comment, print hello, print single quote one side I will give, double quote another side I will give. I will close it. Print here, as I told you in the example, comma is typed here. Just an example here. Goodies. So let us see what kind of errors it will come. I will save this program. I will save in program. The name I will give it as a 2. Save it. Go to run module. Some error it is showing here. See the big red mark here. What you can see means some error is there. Okay. So here instead of single I will go double quote. Now once again I have to save it. Once again I have to run it. Oh, it is showing invalid syntax here. Yes. Some single comma here. Now what I will do, I will give single quote here also, and I will give single quote this side also. Hope it should work now. Okay, once again I will save. Once again I will run. Now you can see hello, bye, good, all are executed. So this is what our the C Python very important shell, how we are execute program in a script mode, edit it, save it and run it. Now as I told you, I have another one. I will close all these. Okay, your Anaconda. So here I have typed now, here I have kept ideally Python 3.0. You can see here I have stored Anaconda here. In that spider, if I load this now, I was showing on the screen here, you can see, for example, this one what I was showing you, this one, like this it should come in the Spider version. Same thing if you type here, errors will also display here, recorrect them, and let's keep on. Let us see, our Spider is loading now, so that I have kept both C Python version as well as the Spider version. So we have to wait for the Spider version to wait. Now once again, if I go back here, okay, just for your this one, till the Spider is loaded, okay, we'll go back, you'll see the advantages, disadvantages, 2 modes are there, okay. Now your Spider is loaded. Now you can just see your Spider version, it will display. Some program I typed here and kept, okay. Now you can see here, I will type once again new file here, new file, this I will close, this I will close. These are by default, it will come. If you want, you can delete all these things, okay. Now as I told you, print hi. I will print hi here, right. A equal to 10, B equal to 20, C equal to A plus B, print the sum is the value of C. Some mistake I have done here, let me see. The mistake, when it is there, it is showing here. Before compile only you can see here UL while scanning string literal. But anyhow, we will save this. I will give my program number 1 I will give here. It will store in my this one. I will run here, run. Here some error it is showing. See here, error. Print sum is. What is missed there? Double quote is missed, right? Then comma. Now I will once again save it and I will run now. See my output, thus high sum is 30. Meaning of which is this here will edit, you will compile and everything, and your output will display the right. This is what you will see in the Anaconda. That Spider is a interpreter there. Now as I discussed, I think you have understood about both the interactive and script modes, both versions of C Python shell programming, as well as that the only way is you have to practice. The practice makes man perfect. As long as you will not practice, then you will not be getting any kinds of doubts. With this, the further continuation of next Python part will have in our next class. Till then, bye bye. Okay.